Greetings, Professional Fellows Program participants. I'm Dr. Natalie Cook with a short lesson on effective survey design. In this lesson, I'm going to go over creating evaluation questions, some free or low-cost survey platforms that you can use, and best practices for effective surveys. Choosing survey questions. You can use already existing, validated psychometric instruments to measure constructs like satisfaction, self-confidence, etc. Or you can develop a survey specific for your program based on your evaluation questions. You can include close-ended questions like multiple choice questions, where participants select one answer, checklists where they can either select one or multiple, and ranking questions where you ask participants to rank items in their order of preference or comfort or experience. You can also include open-ended questions, which allow for participants to provide free responses. These can be very informative, but can be a little bit more difficult to analyze since it requires qualitative analysis, like thematic coding, where you read through the responses and group similar responses by themes. You could then count those up and see which themes came up most frequently. Now let's talk about easy to use and free or low cost survey platforms. There are lots of different options, but these three are popular and easily accessible ones: Microsoft Forms, Google Forms, and for more question options, SurveyMonkey. Now let's talk about effective questions. You should avoid double-barreled questions, which kind of ask two questions in one, like, did you like the X and the Y? Yes or no? You should separate those into two questions because the participant might have liked X but not Y, or the other way around. Don't introduce bias or lead the participant in your question, such as, this program has empowered women for years. Did this program help you achieve your goals? You should remove the leading language and just ask the question, did this program help you achieve your goals? For close-ended questions, be sure to include a sufficient range of responses and include an option for other in case a participant doesn't see the option that fits best for them. You don't want a participant to skip a question or become frustrated with the whole survey because they don't see an answer that fits best for them. You should also avoid negative items like, how often did you not? This is confusing. Best practices for surveys. You should start at the top with some introductory language that expresses gratitude, conveys purpose, and addresses anonymity or confidentiality, such as, thank you for taking the time to help us understand how we're doing and how we can better serve you. Your honest input is valuable. Your responses will be kept confidential and will not affect your participation in the program. You should also include clear instructions, not only in the beginning, but also for different question groups. Like, in this section, you'll answer 3 questions with multiple choices. And then, in this section, you'll rank items in your order of interest or preference. When possible, it's also helpful to include small incentives. Small to avoid coercion. Best practices. If you'd like to share your results publicly, you should work with an institutional review board or an IRB. You should pilot test your survey before distributing widely because others can pick up on errors or confusion better than you might be able to. For paper surveys, you should include instructions for submission, like drop off here or mail in here. You should analyze your survey data in a timely manner to maintain relevance. You should share your survey results so that they can be used. And then, most importantly, you should use your findings for program improvement.